Welcome back, everybody, to the Smoking Room podcast. Welcome. I am your host, Dirty Wolf, and I am glad to have you all here tonight for my 1-year anniversary. And we're joined by the wonderful, the amazing, the chillest man on Twitch, my co-host, SoulUnskripted. What's going on, Soul?
Hi.
How's everybody
Hello.
doing in the chat? Looks like we're just starting off a little slow tonight, but that's all right. Yes. That's right. Cheers, everybody. Happy 1 year. Now, it's not 1 year of the podcast, just to be clear. Not quite yet. Soul will definitely be here for that one. Hopefully, I think that's not till like August, though, or something, I think, when we did episode 1. So. It was in the summer for sure.
I'll be there for sure.
I know it was hot because I was wearing the suit going, damn, is this a good idea? 22nd floor with the suit on in the summer. It was getting warm. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well, Soul. It looks like there's J-Mor there in the Discord. Is he joining us as well?
He is here.
Okay, hang on. Let me give him an intro. Also introducing chat. Give your hands up for the magnificent artist, one of the magnificent co-hosts of the Unskripted podcast, J-Mor.
Yo, what it do? Man, you hyped that up real hype. You hyped that up, man.
What's going on?
It gave me feels. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's right. Hey, we gotta give you the proper intro, because for those of you in the audience, if you've never watched Soul's podcast yet or listened to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, first of all, get your ass over there and do it. But second of all, I got to give a big hand to you, my friend, and to Sleeper Hit. He's not here tonight. Hopefully we'll get the whole trio on one of these nights. But big hand because I love the show. Everyone knows I love the Unskripted podcast. And my man Soul here, he holds it down solid as a dope host, chill. But you guys are there week after week as excellent co-hosts, helping them, just make the show so great. And I love it, man. Like, I appreciate, I just want to give you a shout out. Like, your support.
Appreciate that, man.
Your support to your man here. It's awesome.
I try, man. I try to support my man's, man. He's doing something big and definitely want to be a part of it. I actually didn't want to be a part of it before because I was like, I ain't gonna talk. I don't got nothing to talk about.
Yep.
But I tend to talk too much, so that's another thing. I was like, I don't know about that, but it's pretty chill and get to talk to my boys. That's how it works.
But that's part of the reason what makes the flow of the show so good for me is I can tell, like, the three of you guys, you got awesome chemistry. Obviously, I'm assuming you guys have been friends for quite a long time now, and that's kind of, don't get me wrong, Soul's got some dope solo shows on there too, but that the chemistry of having your boys there and conversation to bounce off people, I think is great. Originally, this podcast is kind of how I wanted it to be. I had two friends. I said, hey, come on, and they both were just like, no shot, you're doing it on your own. So hey, that's why I give you guys props, because it's not easy to put yourself out there first, and once you get doing it, you get into it. But at first, it's a big leap. It's kind of scary. So big props to you for taking that leap for your boy. And hey, I gotta say, it's a beautiful turnout. Like, your guys' show, like I said, the chemistry, you can feel it when you're listening to it. Like, yeah, these guys, they've been there for a while, like, together, and the chemistry flows, and it helps the conversation just flow beautifully as well.
Oh yeah, man, definitely, man. That's one thing about us. I call it a Venn diagram. Like, we're all three very opposite people, but for some reason there's like this right in the middle. All of us kind of just sync up very nicely. So
exactly,
it does work for a really good chemistry. So
hey, and that's the chemistry. Like, people love to see that. You got to have a little bit of resistance, right? Like, I got a friend who more often than agree, we argue, and he's like, you don't want me on the show, we're just going to argue. I said, yeah, that people like that though, right? Let's get a debate going, right? Like, it's good stuff. But yeah, man, I love it. I'm a big fan of the show, and big fan of what you guys are doing. Yeah, it's great. But yeah, what's everybody, how's the week going by for Soul and J-Mor, and you, the chat? How you guys all doing?
The week is too busy.
I'm just glad the week is done.
Yeah, facts. I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm chilling. I'm still doing a lot of work. I told myself I'm gonna stop upgrading my computer, and then I went and bought a solid state for my computer, so I got work to do tomorrow morning.
They upgraded.
So,
It's so hard to not, like, I know even myself sometimes, like, especially lately with the lockdowns and COVID, money's been tight, but sometimes you just see a deal on something and you're like, man, I know I need that, I know I want it, I gotta get it.
like, exactly. It was on sale. I could not, not buy it. So, and it's a great upgrade for the computer. So, might as well get it done while I got time.
That's right. So jumping back a little bit, like I said, we're celebrating my 1 year of twitch.tv/DirtyWolf Live.
Congrats.
And I want to ask, when's your 1 year? I know that you were on before, but I want to know when's the 1 year of, let's call it the SoulUnskripted revamp. Yeah, because you started probably similar around the same time as me, right?
Yeah,
I think a little bit after.
Well, I think it's a little bit after. If I want to be honest, I think it's June, July timeframe is when I went live.
Okay.
On Twitch with this account. So
actually, that would kind of make sense now, because I think the first time I raided you, I was living in this apartment, and I was. It's just funny because I was doing taxes today. I was looking up. I said, when did I move here? It was June. I moved here.
Actually, it's May the 24th is when I started.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Maybe actually, I saw you. It was my last couple days at my old place because I was starting to play PoE again. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Path of Exile. But hey, as much as we love Path of Exile, I won't get too into it because we already attacked it big last week. But man, I can't. Me and my chat, everyone. You playing Diablo 2? You playing Diablo 2? Oh yeah, we got to make a nice guild for that, a nice Dirty Wolf Unskripted guild. Just get all the fans in, and people want to trade and play together. Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a time, man. I cannot wait. But speaking of gaming, we already went over BlizzCon and all that. I kind of well, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll hold off on that. We got a lot of gaming talk to get into tonight because we had two big presentations this week. But before that, we got J-Mor here. I had a few questions written out for them. I want to bounce here. Just give me a minute. I know it's.
I hear paper shuffling. Shuffling. Like I got man getting ready for an interview, man.
This is what we call Dirty Wolf's ADHD book. So whenever I get just thoughts coming out of my brain, all that, this is what we do. Actually, well, I guess, I didn't even write those ones down because they're just the base ones. But you also are streaming on your own. Sorry about that, boys. Let me turn that off. That was rude of me. But J-Mor, you also are streaming on your own as well, besides an Unskripted podcast, doing some dope-ass artwork there, sharing your art with the world. Rocking some games and stuff like that. I just wanted to, let's dive into that a little minute. I want to see what inspired you, first of all, to start. Also, when did you start? Did you start kind of around when Soul did? And I don't know. Just tell us a little bit about your journey and what inspired you and how it's been going.
Man, I just love games, man. I love games and I love drawing.
Hell yeah.
I don't really have it's kind of like just trying to see how it goes. So I'm the type of dude where I just do what it feels like. So if it feels like a good vibe, and hey, let's do some streaming. So I just been trying to just do it more often than I used to, because I stream a lot. I stream when I want to. That's basically how it goes. I don't have a schedule. So now I'm trying to keep it consistent. I really honestly just started actually streaming my art. Because I have what they call like a digital drawing screen. Like an XP pen. It's like a 24-inch screen. So I just literally started doing that, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna start drawing like consistently now. When it comes to games, it's like I do whatever it feels like, man. Like sometimes I'll be playing my Street Fighter. Sometimes I play, just a random game. I did a VR stream one time just for my friends. Like I love when my friends jump in.
Yeah.
I did a VR stream for Resident Evil 7. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't play the whole game. Nah, I just played like a good couple hour. I just played that for a little bit. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I just whatever it feels like, I just kind of jump into it. So yeah, I mean, I'm not like you guys. I'm not like you experts here. So I'm just doing whatever it feels like, man. I'm just trying to see how it goes. If the flow's there, then the flow's there. I love gaming. I definitely say I love gaming. So it's just more so just wanting to share it. Honestly, I feel like I have I feel like I have some type of character to it in general, because I am a character. So I just feel like it'd be fun to just interact with me and just do what I do and just play games.
Yeah, man, I feel that. And Believe me, I ain't no expert, and I'm not even the best gamer. If you've seen my gaming skills, depends on what game we're hitting up, But I definitely I respect that because I know even myself, because I try to take the streaming seriously as I can to an extent. Again, at the end of the day, it's all about, like you said, just chilling out, having a fun time, meeting new people, making new friends. But I do know. I've had periods where, I'm very self-conscious and I try to, the Twitch meta is this. Let's get on this. And sometimes, mind you, I don't do it just for the meta. Sometimes that Twitch meta is pretty damn fun. But I learned the best thing is like you said, you got to be playing something that you're into, that you love. That's why we recently brought Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild back to the stream because, maybe that section's way lower than Fortnite or Call of Duty, but in my mind, let's say tomorrow the new meta's Apex again. Am I going to force myself to play Apex just because everybody's watching that?
Right, exactly. And I can't stand Apex, so no shot.
Exactly.
No, I mean, you play what you play, and then what happens is there's a following. Like, people will literally... Like, for me, I'm a Street Fighter guy. I play Street Fighter. I'm not great at Street Fighter, but I love to watch Street Fighter, and I like to see what's in Street Fighter. So I'm going to watch people that are playing maybe the same character that I'm playing. And maybe they only have 5 people in their joint, but they're playing the game. You know what I mean? So there was a time where the game called Dead Cells.
Yeah.
When that first came out, nobody was playing that.
No.
Yeah, there was a couple of 5 people was playing that. But I was like, I keep hearing about this game. I need to see what this game about. So I'll jump in people's joint and watch them play, and it's like, this is lit. And then I'm watching them. It's like, oh man, you're pretty cool. All right, bet.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just about what you like playing. I mean, I used to watch people play Dynasty Warriors, and ain't nobody watching those games. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely about playing what you love, man. Because in the end of the day, you gotta be able to play it and can stand it, not play it for 4 hours and be like, I can't stand playing this game.
Well, one of the biggest things is the viewers too can see that, right? Like it conveys on you, like I was saying, if Apex blew up tomorrow, like you said, I don't like Apex very much either, right? So if I'm playing that, they're gonna know, like, okay, you're just doing this. Whereas like Zelda or something like that, or like you said, Dynasty Wars, a game you're passionate about, even if it doesn't have as big of a following, when they hop in, they're going to see that excitement on their face. They're going to see the passion. You're going to be able to explain things in the game to them in a way that you wouldn't be able to with a game that you wouldn't like. You're also going to be able to make jokes and content around that game far better than, all right, I'm just trying to push this game so I can fit into this specific mold, right? And,
exactly. And then it's a continuation. Like, like for example, we've been watching you go through master mode and trying to go through them linos and whatnot.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Then we're trying to watch you again. Like, did he hit that lino yet? No. All right, bet. I'll come back. I'll come back again next stream. I'll come back again. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to see that person and see what they're doing and come back again and be like, hey, how's it going? How's it been? How's this been going on and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And so it builds, honest to God, it builds a rapport. It builds a relationship.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Talking to. So yeah, no, definitely. Again, for me, I don't know where this is gonna go, but at the same time, like, I did it Monday and I streamed Neo. And right now, I love Neo. Neo is a great game. I loved it when I first played it. So it's like now I'm really trying to play it more because it came out on PS5 and it has the 4K graphics. So I was like, oh man, I love playing the game. I'm going to be playing this game. So it's like, hey, why don't I stream it? And so I've been streaming it, and it's cool. I play it on the time where probably ain't no one's on, but it's the time. It's just me, just kind of just running my games. Yeah. And maybe that one person will come in and be like, "Oh man, what is that game? That's awesome, though. That sounds nice." And so you never know.
Yeah, well, and the cool part is too, you get people in there like helping you out. Like I was playing Valhalla, right? Soul just got done with that one, but again, right? The section for that one on Twitch, it's a bit smaller, but the people that are in there, they're in there to watch it because they love that game. And I had a guy come in and he's telling me stuff about the game I didn't even know. But another thing to touch on lastly that I really like is I find too, with the streaming aspect of it, gives you sometimes a reason to go back to a game. Like, I loved this game, but I never 100%ed it. Or maybe there's a few missions I didn't do, and now you're like, okay, I want to try that out and do. I don't know. Like, it's pushed me to do more in like Zelda and stuff like that in games that I already loved. Where typically, if I was on my own, I'm gonna start a new file or I'm gonna put it down for now. Where now you're like, hey, I want to go back. I want to experience this with these guys, and maybe they can show me stuff I haven't seen yet too, right?
Dirty, every single time you play Zelda, I'd be like, yo, I want to go grab my Switch right now and
Yeah.
run this
Exactly.
game right now,
Every
yo.
time.
I'm
You,
like, yo, they're going to like, hold on. I said, wait a minute, where was I at in my game?
yeah.
Do I want to start the save all over again? Because I'd be like, yo, I don't want to play no master mode. Everybody's health regen. Bump that noise.
Oh yeah.
But I did see you going through it. I'd be like, yo, I'll be talking to you. You don't even hear me like, Perry.
I'm so bad
gaming,
with
baby.
the parries in that game. I gotta practice my parries. I always do it too early or a second too late. But my
One
thing,
game,
oh
I sat one game and just parried. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
do nothing but stand in front of this stupid thing and wait for it to shoot a laser at me and learn to parry that joint, yo. Let's go.
my problem with that is I did do some of that the other night, but my ADHD only allows me after about 2 shields. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. I want to just get the sword out and smack this dude. But I gotta go on record. I said it before. I'm gonna say it on the podcast. And again, chat, anytime anybody says, oh, this is the best game ever made, or that's the best game ever made, it's all opinion based. You know, what I say is the best game ever made might not be the same as Soul or J-Mor. But for me, honestly, I come to the conclusion. I always said for the longest time, Ocarina of Time, and I still will fight that Ocarina of Time stands the test of time more than any game for me. True. But Breath of the Wild, man, 4 years in since release, over 500 hours, and I'm still finding stuff I never seen before that makes me go, damn! Like I love it. There's for me best game I've ever played.
Oh, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and suspend my gamer card if need be. But I never played a full Zelda. My first full Zelda, honest to God, was Twilight Princess, because when I first and you're gonna get mad at me and everybody in chat will be like, yo, he just do trash, mute this guy, bro. But my first time ever interacting with Zelda or the Zelda world was Smash Brothers, because I was like, yo, whoop, that's that dude. I said, wait, his name is Link. I didn't know that. I thought the dude's name was Zelda. I didn't know that. But, this this game? Is this what this dude do?
That makes sense, because I mean, a lot of people still called Link Zelda for a very long time.
Yeah, like
so,
I had no idea. So, I mean, because the game at the time when it first came out, it looked very flat. Like it just compared to what Mario was doing, it wasn't doing much for me. But then next thing you know, when it got into that next gen series or like the Nintendo 64 series, I was like, oh wow, there's a lot going on here. And then that's when I first started playing RPGs too. So playing Twilight Princess, I love Twilight Princess. I was like, man, I love this game.
Oh yeah,
but like
it's a great one.
But playing Breath of the Wild, oh my god, like I remember, like I talk about it all the time. When I talk to Soul, and I remember when we first played that game, like I got it on Wii U. Like I never had it because I didn't get a Switch when it first came out.
Right.
So I had it on Wii U when it first came out. And like every single time we would come back to work, we would be like, yo, what did you do? I did not know that. And it's like literally every single day we're like, I didn't know that. And it's just mind blown every single day.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, let me go back and play that. And I was like, I didn't know that was even there. And it's just a constant like discovery. And I'm like, yo, this game is ridiculous.
You could spend so much time because the world itself is so beautiful and stuff. But as for the 64 Zelda things, I don't blame you there, because even I got a buddy, and I don't know if he's in the chat tonight, but we played all the same games. We played Mario, played all that, but he ain't never played a Zelda either. And I will say, a lot of people forget, but dude, and some people might cap me on this, but I stand by it. When you're a kid, Ocarina of Time, when you first play it, that game was hard. I got grounded from my 64 because I was like a little, I don't know how old I was, maybe 10 or 11, and I'm trying to fight Bongo, the boss, and I'm going, you motherfucking bitch, mama, what you say? No, put the paddle up, you're done, right? Because I was just freaking out. It was hard the first time you beat it.
That water temple?
Yes. Yeah, Genosi got a water temple. We all spent a month of our life hating our lives trying to beat that water temple, man. Bro. It's crazy. It was hard. Like I could go through it now, beat it no problem. But I remember as a kid struggling. Thanks for that follow, CrowdXTV. But yeah, man, I loved it.
Yeah. As a person who loved Breath of the Wild, I want to go back so bad and like go play the other one. So for me, like everybody was like, "Oh, boo! Skyward Sword is coming out." I'm actually pretty excited.
Same.
For Skyward Sword to come out on Switch, because they're changing it now to where you can actually just press the buttons now. You don't have to swing anything. And then they gave him a stamina meter just like in Breath of the Wild. So I was like, "Oh wow, they changed some stuff in here." Well, I was like, "Yo, let me check this out."
The stamina meter's in the original. Actually, a lot of people
Really?
don't
I
realize
didn't know that. See, I didn't even know that.
the Skyward Sword was actually almost like the beta to Breath of the Wild. It introduced a lot of stuff, and apparently, because I didn't play Skyward Sword, but I looked into a lot of it. So I'm like you. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna play it on stream, and I'm gonna play it with the motion controls too, because I just figured from a streaming standpoint, that's gonna be hilarious when I break my monitor whipping the thing, right? But yeah, like there's a lot of pieces of the map in Breath of the Wild apparently that you can recognize in from Skyward Sword. CrowdX says, "What up? Water Temple was almost as hard as the helicopter mission in GTA Vice City." True.
I hated that GTA.
Oh man,
that helicopter mission, bro.
That-
It annoyed me. It's fun. The game was. I loved the scene. I loved it, but you know, it's a hate love relationship with the helicopter mission.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, good times,
good
memories.
I mean to talk the whole time.
No, that's
man,
that's how we like it. That's right. Keep the conversation flowing. I'm actually going to jump ahead to a question I had for later. It's more of a fun question because we're talking about Zelda and how much we love games. This one's for all of us. We can go. I want to know, for both of you guys, I want to know the game that started you into gaming, like the first game when you picked it up and you just were, you know, you're a kid and you get that game and you sit there and it's one of those things, you're zombied. Your parents go dinner time, you don't give a fuck. And then the game after that just kind of cemented that, because a lot of people when they're a kid and they first play Mario or whatever, you know, they're into it, and then as they grow up they kind of get over it. But us three at least, and probably lots of people in the chat, you have that second game that just goes, nah, I'm here to stay, this is it.
Oh man, you know what's funny? I'm sorry, I didn't mean I
No.
don't know if anybody was going first. Okay. You know what's funny? I remember a Nintendo game. I remember my first Nintendo game, 100%. Everybody, like, if you got a Nintendo, the very first game you're gonna play was Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt all day, right?
Yeah, all day.
But for some reason, like, the game that cemented, like, yeah, I'm a gamer, was Mario 3. Because it's just something about having that.
Yeah.
I remember to the point where we got it, like the first time I got it. It's like such an old memory, and I think I was like maybe 5 or 6 when we got the game. And just to have that in my hands and be like, oh my god, this game is so awesome. But no, Mario 3 is definitely like the first game that definitely comes to mind as far as like the very first like great game.
That's a good
just
pick.
Game. Cemented, like a game that cemented me into saying like, yeah, this is definitely something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life probably. Turtles in Time. That probably was the one right there. Because it's like,
good picks.
You can play a game, but when it gets to a point where you're finally like playing that game and you beat that game for the very first time, and like I have that such a memory because I played it with my cousin, and I remember we like straight beat that, and we lost our minds when we finally beat that game, and so it was just such an incredible feeling. Turtles is awesome. So yeah, it just felt like such a ridiculous amount of accomplishment for an 8-year-old kid. So it's just like, that's it. This is it for me.
Well,
I'm doing this for life. What else can I beat? Let's go.
The one thing I want to just like jump in and say too is like, man, I missed it. Don't get me wrong. We're way more blessed now. You got the internet, you got Discord, you can talk to like 10 people, but it still isn't the same feeling as like you said, Turtles in Time's a prime example. I can remember being a kid and you're sitting there in the same room with your buddies trying to play that, screaming and yelling. It was just, I missed that feeling. That's sick.
Man. Dude, I have a significant other, and she loves to play games. She plays games. She plays games all the time when she's around me more than anything. But when we play games, we always are trying to look for a co-op game. And it's like, yo, like most of the games now, co-op is network only. There's no couch co-op, and I'm like, yo, that is
stupid.
So garbage,
That
man.
is
That's so dumb. Like the interaction is so much better when you're right there next to somebody. Yo, come on, man. That's why Mario, for me, Nintendo still does really good because they actually do have party games. They actually have games where people right next to each other.
Arguably the king of like couch multiplayer games would be Smash Bros. Smash Bros brings people together.
Oh, dog, 100%.
So,
yes.
That's where it comes in for me. Because for me, what made me a gamer, or what cemented me, or not cemented me, but just got me into gaming. Sonic, I've been gaming since the Atari ages. You know, that dates me. You know what I'm saying? But Sonic the Hedgehog, I played a hell of a lot of. You know don't get me wrong. I had my Game Boy. I played Mega Man a lot, but Sonic was the one that intrigued me the most because I liked the soundtrack. Yeah, and it was just fun to play. Sonic 2 specifically. But what game cemented me was Smash Brothers.
Nice.
The original Smash Brothers.
Nice.
Because me and the crew, we would play for hours, like hours, and then for everyone that would come out, like we've had them all. There's not a Smash Brothers that we missed. I mean, and of course, Janosuke. I introduced Janosuke to
Nice.
gaming as well. So
That's awesome.
We played WoW. We played Diablo. There's nothing that we haven't played that we got locked into. But one game that we can say that spans time is Smash Brothers. Like that cements us.
Smash Brothers for sure.
No, man, like don't get me wrong. I like Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game.
That's what I thought you were gonna say, bro.
All times, Final Fantasy VII is the greatest of all time. Like that one game cemented me like forever. Like I can play it 100 times and it's good. But if I had to know a game that I spent more hours in than any other game, it's Smash Brothers. 100%.
So
100%.
So for me, Smash Bros. I agree. Like I've fallen off it a bit, like in later years, but back in the day, I remember like literally having like birthday parties, and my friend's birthday party was like, "What are you doing for the birthday?" We're having a Smash tournament. That was back in Melee days, especially. We did a lot of Smash Melee. But like Crowdix is saying, he says when I was like 9 or something, my mom brought a SNES Super Nintendo from the flea market. And basically with a bag full of games, and he had just fun switching games all the time. That was me, and then Super Mario World was awesome. We were kind of poor growing up, so I started off actually on the Super Nintendo. But luckily, I still got to play Mario 3 and all the Nintendo games at my grandparents. My grandparents were actually like OG, had the original Nintendo with the big ass square paddle with the joystick and the big buttons. And my grandpa today,
they was in there fighting.
Oh, dude, my grandfather to this day would be smashing these Twitch speedrunners on the original Mario. Dude, he knew every secret, everything. And when I sat there and played it with him, I'd be like, you try to go to the pipe thing? He'd be like, no, restart. I'd be like, why? You can jump forward. He's like, how do you expect to get good at the game if you don't play and master every level? He had that shit unlocked. And Mario 3 was their jam because you could do the co-op on that back and forth. So my grandma and grandma, I remember that's one of my fondest memories is sitting down there watching my grandparents, of all people, smash out Mario 3 co-op, beating that every Saturday night and just trying to get a better time. They were just trying to speed run it. Actually, like, that's some pog champ right there.
I just thought about that. That is a great game you can speed run. Actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's really crazy, yo. That's lit, man.
But
that's
for
awesome.
me,
I love that.
For me, kind of like Crowdix said, the game that I was playing myself first, because I did get to go over there and play all those games. They had Mega Man, all that for the original Nintendo. Duck Hunt, loved it, was Super Mario World. It was the first game that I sat there going nuts, going ham, like just like crazy, and playing a lot of, like, after that, I played so much on the Super Nintendo, like Turtles in Time, loved that. We used to play, even, heck, the one Power Rangers game for Super Nintendo.
Yeah. That Power Rangers game was lit.
All right?
Don't talk about the Power Rangers, bro.
Dude,
oh my God.
one day when all this COVID's over and we could travel and stuff, I got an original Xbox that's modded out with an emulator. It's got every NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis game on it. So we can play co-op Turtles. We can play Golden Axe. We can play...
I'm traveling.
We got that.
Dude, we can do that right now.
I want to figure out how I can hook it up to my stream so I can play it, because it literally has everything. It has Power Rangers, Shinobi, but it's the 3 color code. It doesn't have a HDMI or nothing.
You could, like, download Parsec and then like get like a SNES emulator on your computer. And
Rip
it and go ham, bro.
Oh yeah, and Shinobi, all that. But then the game that cemented it, don't get me wrong, once the 64 come out, 64 was like revolutionary. I got the 64, Mario 64, I had Bomberman 64. That's a hidden gem a lot of people don't know about. Like you guys said, Smash Bros was epic, but Ocarina of Time, as I went on before, everyone knew it was coming, but man, it was hard, and it was just so different. Don't get me wrong, we played Mario, we played all these games, but not many of them, like when I was a kid and you played Mario and you played the Super Nintendo games, you weren't really like, the story wasn't like as much. You were hopping into the level and trying to smash it out, kind of, right? in my opinion. But then Ocarina of Time was the first time where I felt like I was playing an actual movie, and I was just so into it, and it was so hard, and I never wanted to like get to the end of something and actually like beat it so bad. And then once I did, it was so magical, and I just kept playing that all through time. And yeah, for me, that was the one, man. I was just like, if they can keep making me feel like I'm playing and controlling like a movie, I'm in it. This is what I love this. That's why I loved once we got the PS2, like Metal Gear Solid 2, stuff like that, where I love it.
Yo, you actually got some Metal Gear Solid haters out there for Solid 2, man. People don't like Metal Gear Solid 2, man. Metal Gear Solid 2 was what actually got me into the Metal Gear Solid series, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2, I think, is the best one. I still say to this day.
Genosuke
That's
is the
lit,
reason
man.
why
Hey, that's
I
why I
watch
was
it.
say that. Yo, say it loud. Yo, say it with your chest, son.
Oh, chat will do. Chat. If you do not like Metal Gear Solid 2,
something wrong with you.
yeah, like speak now so I can ban you. You probably use Keck W, don't you?
A lot of you talking to the Solid Snake fans, man, because people got mad about that, dude, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, 4, I haven't played a lot of the newer ones, but 4 was great. It was a little, like, long cutscenes, but 4 was really great. But 2 is, people don't realize, when Metal Gear Solid 2 come out, we're talking about PlayStation 2. We're talking about, like, I'm trying to think of another game that come out around the same time so you can compare graphics. But this game, the realisticness, the graphics, the detail, you could go into the bar with your pistol shooting at the bottles and shoot them like so precise, like shoot the tip off, when you were outside on the barge and you're on the roof, if you go first person, you look up in the air, the bird shits in your face. You could get a porno mag, drop it on the ground to distract the guards.
Yo,
dude, it's unreal.
Dude, people sold ridiculous amount of Zone of the Enders, because Zone of the Enders, when it first came out, it came with a demo to Metal Gear Solid 2, and it was a tanker mission with Solid Snake in it, and literally everybody was just losing it over how many things you could do in that one little demo.
Yeah,
just literally just run around just doing random stuff in there, man. It's so ridiculous.
I think for its time, it's so advanced. Like I think that Metal Gear Solid 2, graphics-wise and the way it plays and stuff, was better than some of the early staged PS3 games. That's how like hard on record was that. The cutscenes when Metal Gear Solid Ray comes out and it's blasting shit and stuff, that stuff for its time was so advanced and so far ahead. And that is why people don't understand. They go, why is everyone all about, like, because Death Stranding, let's be real, maybe some people like it, but it, you know what I mean? It got so overhyped, and some people are like, oh, Hideo Kojima's a hack. It's like, no, you guys don't remember, okay? This man made one of the greatest games of all time. And the thing is, those people that chirp on 2 are usually the people that say Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best. Metal Gear Solid 3 doesn't touch Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm sorry.
What?
3 is good. It's fun, but nah.
Hey, as a person who loves Metal Gear Solid 2, as a Metal Gear aficionado of going through the games and giving them ranking, I don't know. I still even though I love Metal Gear Solid 2, don't get me wrong, I love Metal Gear Solid 2. Still have to say that 3 is like, 3 hits it. 3 hits it, man. I don't know, man.
It hits a different vibe, I think.
We can sit here for days debating that one, bro.
It hits a different vibe. That's all I'll say. Like, when you go from 2 to 3, it's like a jump in vibe. But what I will say, and I said it on my stream the other day and played the whole song, is Metal Gear Solid 3 has the greatest James Bond song in it of all time. Snake Eater.
When did you play Snake Eater?
No. We played the song Snake Eater.
No, I'm saying, when did you play the song?
Oh, I can't remember. It was Wednesday or Thursday. I was jamming on that. That song is dope. It's the best James Bond song ever written. Yeah.
Yo, you going down that ladder?
Yeah. And then they play it again in the final boss battle of Metal Gear Solid 4.
It's so good, man. Hey, they did play them. Yo, you about to have me turn on my PS3 to play Metal Gear Solid 4 again, bro. Come on, yo. That's lit. That's fire, man. That's what's up, man.
Janosuke was the whole Metal Gear aficionado in our family. He played them all.
Oh, okay. I see. He says Death Stranding is my game. Hey,
He's a Kojima head, bro.
Kojima
He's a
head for
Kojima
real.
head, yo. I love Kojima. I love Metal Gear Solid series. Don't get me wrong, but nah, I had to stop when Death Stranding. I was like, yo, this is too weird for me. Nah, this ain't my cup of tea.
It's an
This ain't
interesting
my cup of tea.
concept. I watched him play it and 100% it. So it's definitely an interesting storyline.
Yeah, no, I work with a guy that swears by it. He loves it. I just for me it's there's not enough going on. I have ADHD. I need more stuff going on, you know what I mean? But since we're on the topic of Sony, let's all go into our thoughts on this week. We had the Sony State of Play. Some people got really hyped, some people got really disappointed. I kind of sit somewhere in the middle. But yeah, like what do you guys think? What caught your eye? What was something that you missed? Maybe you were hoping to see and we didn't see, or yeah.
Okay, 2 games that won it. What was that? What's that one game with the chick? With the
Kenna.
Yeah,
I love it.
That one. Kenna. That one. And then, of course, we all know what I'm gonna say because I'm the biggest fan known to man of Final Fantasy VII. For them to not only give us the PlayStation 5 upgrade and the quality of life buffs, but then they give us another chapter of the game. So that one, because outside of those 2 games, there was nothing else. I mean, there's that one game that Sifu that looked all right. It looked all right, but if it wasn't for those 2 games, the Sony that State of Play was not hidden. It was not it.
What about Deathloop?
It looks fun.
Deathloop changed at least 3 different times.
It's changed. It's changed a couple of times. If you watched all the E5,
look at the trailer. It's like a whole different game now. Like,
so I don't know what to expect out of this game because we've been waiting for it for a very long time now, and it's been through 2 or 3 E5s, and we've seen previews, but we haven't. We don't know. I don't know what to expect. So I don't know. I have high hopes for it. Hopefully. But
one of the same people who made what's that game? I forgot what it's called. It's the kind of like the assassin game, first-person assassin game.
Dishonored.
Yeah,
Dishonored. Yeah. So a lot of you have a lot of people from that camp really looking forward to Deathloop because it has that type of feel to it.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I don't really play a lot of first persons anyway, unless it's like Borderlands or something. And I know that's trash, but don't hate me. But yeah, I don't really have a lot of first person shooters on my board anyway. So Deathloop just looks like it'll appeal to the people who love Dishonored. I think that's 100% what you're looking for. So those people are definitely waiting for that game.
From my understanding, like for the changes, like how you guys said it's changed, I think so. The original trailer that we saw 2 E3s ago or whatever, it was actually only going to be kind of more like a mini game. It wasn't going to be a full-sized game.
Right.
And then it got so much hype that they're like, oh, shit, we got to go back and buff this up. And that's why the wait's been there. I'm still very intrigued. I think at the very least, it could spawn a very, very interesting speedrun community because there's so many different runs and ways you could do it. Because it's very similar almost in a way to like Hades and those types of games, like where you die, you restart, right? So you got to figure out the best run, right, to get through the dungeon, quote unquote. So I definitely think that there's a lot of potential there. How good it will be because of the only thing that worries me is that it was once a smaller game that they went, oh, now we have to make big. So I hope it's not something that they rushed and made where the small game could have been perfect and now it's
big game is just oof.
I think when you have something like that and you take your time on it, I think the history have shown when companies literally take their time on their games and you see it look not different for the bad, but different for the good. I think the result is you are going to come out with something that is going to hit really good and is going to surprise a lot of people. So, no, I think that game is going to be really good. And I think, like you said, I mean, the fact that you said it's kind of like Hades and whatnot, that's definitely roguelikes. So roguelikes in. Like everybody loves roguelikes right now.
I always forget the term. That's why I didn't say that. But roguelike games.
So, I mean, so yeah, people are going to definitely jump into a game like that if they can just because the great thing about roguelikes is that you can literally like get in and get off. Like you can just play it, you can get your fill, get your little shot in. They be like, all right, I'm done. And then,
Yeah.
or you could be like, yo, I'm going cracked all night for this. I'm gonna be
I
playing for a
gotta
couple of hours.
I gotta play Hades still. I told everybody else to play it, 'cause I was like, this game looks dope. Then everyone's playing it, and now they're all telling me you gotta play it.
I have it on Switch, and it's just hard for me to get into. Like, it's just
For me, I'd have to play it on PC. Those types of games, like even like when Diablo comes out, like I'm glad they put it on console and everything, but I gotta play that PC.
Yeah, that's definitely a PC game.
But about companies taking their time, that's why I like God of War. They responded because someone was like, I wanted to see God of War Ragnarok. I wanted to see this, and then they said on Twitter yesterday, they go, announcement, here's the release date for God of War, and then you read down below, it goes, God of War will be released when it's finished.
When it's ready.
Yeah.
When it's ready.
My argument with the state of play is that like everybody was expecting so much, and one thing about it is like it's kind of like playing cards.
Yeah.
You don't show your best hand yet. You let them salivate until you get to the end, and then you show your best cards. Right now, we're sitting in February. It's just like the Nintendo Direct. Everybody got kind of butthurt about the Nintendo Direct, but I was like, yo, it's literally February, yo.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're even letting you show you that they have games is legit. Period.
Yeah.
And then for like Zelda, like I knew like Breath of the Wild 2 was not going to get announced in that Direct. But like we got E3 coming up. Like E3 is going to come around maybe around like maybe
June-ish,
March
I
or something.
think,
We
right?
might get Game Developers Conference. So there's plenty of time to really announce some stuff and get it set up for different things. So for the state of play, I feel like it was just kind of simple. Just letting you give. It's kind of like reminding you. It literally was a reminder of the showcase that they did. Where they showed you a lot of the kind of the low level games that kind of like the new IPs, you know, and that's the biggest thing you kind of want to look at it from there is that Sony showed you besides Crash and Final Fantasy, Sony literally showed you nothing but new IPs. How many people can do that right now? Like no one barely shows new IPs. So the fact that Sony was literally saying, "Hey, we got fresh IPs coming out the block for y'all." That's bold. That's a bold move, but it shows where Sony is right there. So, I wasn't like hyped, but at the same time, like I mean, I knew they were going to come out with something great at the end. But surprisingly, it was one thing to like, yeah, Final Fantasy PS5 upgrade. Yes, finally, I was wondering about that. Cool. Yeah. But then you pull out that chapter. I'm like, okay, all right.
And not only that, the day after they announced. Guess what's on the list for free games of the month on PS Plus, chat? I already announced it today. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yep.
That's insane. I'm pumped because I actually hadn't bought it yet. I was just saying to chat, I was like, all right, chat, the upgrade's coming out. It's time. We're going to play it on stream. Let me know when you all see a deal. Oh, we got a deal, all right? It's free. Yeah.
Sony out here playing chess, man.
And the other great one is because we were looking at Kina and we're like, okay, but I need to see some more, but it looks good so far. I'm pretty sure that is only going to be a $40 game. So now I'm even more impressed.
Oh, you're already confirmed. It is.
Yeah.
Like you can go if you go pre-order right now, it's only $40. So that tells me, as good as that game looks, as impressive as that game looks, I don't think that game is going to be really long.
No, maybe not.
I don't think because when you look at how good that production looks, it's like, man, this is an expensive looking game.
Oh yeah,
so
it looks like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, so it's like for that to be only $40, yo, you must not be getting a full game out of this show. So they're literally, I mean, that's a good thing in itself because it means that they're giving you like a decent price.
Yeah, and I think it's a newer studio too, right? So maybe this is their way in to be like, hey, we can do this, but we're just getting going, right? So, I'm very intrigued to see more of that.
Yeah, it looks like an impressive. It looks like a really ridiculous looking indie game, and that's great. That's fine.
Yeah, at first I was like chirping it when the trailer first started. I was like, what the fuck am I watching, Chaz? Is it a Pixar movie or something? And then they started showing the combat. Then they started showing the more of the thing. And I don't know if it was you was in there or it might have been Sleeper. I was going, man, this is giving me Princess Mononoke vibes. And the chat was like, oh yeah. And I was just like, damn, there we go. It looks
almost like the new Pixar, I guess the Disney movie that's getting ready to come out, Raya. It looks like that a lot of times. Like I kept thinking of that every time I watched it. So yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of in the middle. I thought like that game looked really dope. I'm really hyped about Final Fantasy as well. Not as much as Soul was, but definitely really hyped. See, my thing with Final Fantasy, and everyone's gonna chirp me on this one, and I'll take it. I've never beaten a full Final Fantasy game in my life. I played a lot of No, I never sat through it because I never, when I was younger, like the turn-based combat.
Okay. Okay. I
Nothing
feel
wrong
you on
with it.
that.
I
feel
got
you on that.
really
I didn't.
I got really far in 7, and then there was another one I played with like my brother and them. There's 2 or 3 that I played like a bit of, but I just, I wasn't into it. But since they changed the combat, and I played like the demo for 7, I was like, okay, I'm hyped, because the only one, like, because someone else in the chat was like, well, you got to play the new one coming out, and I was like, the new one doesn't mean anything to me. The only one that does mean something to me that I have high nostalgia for is 7, because I like Cloud. I played that when I was young. I was like, yo, look at this dude. He's got the suave hair. He's got the big ass sword, kind of a copy from Berserk, but hey, it's cool. No, I'd say everything copies Berserk. Don't mind me, but you know what I mean. He's just badass, and the story, it was just badass. So I was like, that I do want to play, and I'm excited to play that, and it'll be fun because it's been so long. Like it's basically going to be like a first playthrough. Well, it's going to be a first playthrough of the remaster, but it's almost going to be like a first playthrough in general. So to play that and share that with the stream is going to be fun. Y'all gonna have to carry me.
It's crazy because like I would if I didn't play that game, I would literally say, yo, definitely jump in on that. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great. But after playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, I really gotta say you should play the original first.
Yeah.
You should 100% play
But
the
see,
original.
I don't like that combat that much. That's the problem. Sometimes I do. I don't know. It's weird because I do play Pokemon. I don't know. I can never stick with it. Like even like I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I couldn't play the what do you call it? Knights of the Old Republic. Which the storyline of that, like I've watched YouTube videos, all that, like I know all the lore and stuff with it is amazing, but I could not play that combat,
Right.
Sure, I got you. No, I feel you on that. I didn't start a Final Fantasy game. Like I remember playing 7. No, I didn't. Nope, take that back. I didn't play 7 originally when it first came out. Everybody was all about 7. I swear, I always say Cloud was like the original emo character. Like he is literally the creation of emo because literally everybody was so emo when Cloud came out.
He was.
But I played Final Fantasy 8. No, 7. No, 8. I'm sorry, 8. I first played Final Fantasy 8 and it had Squall in it. And dude, that game was entirely boring. And I was like, yo, this is garbage. Can't play that game.
8 is like the step-headed red child of the series. Like
Yeah, man. So like, I tried to play 8 and I was like, nah, I can't play these games. No, I'm not playing these games. And so then years later, Final Fantasy 10 came out.
Well, 9 and then 10, but
no, I'm just saying like years later on PS2. I meant to say.
Yeah.
And so I played Final Fantasy 10, and that was kind of like I cheated. I ain't gonna lie, because that game was the first game to introduce dialogue and spoken word in the Final Fantasy game. But dude, that game just looked so amazing. It just was such a fun game. Everybody who knows me knows that that's my favorite. So that made me go back and play the other games. And I swear, when I played the other games, yeah, they were fun, man. They were definitely really good. It's good story. It's good content. If you're a collector, those are probably one of the best games to play as Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
Because they have such an ability to follow story. But then there's this one part where you just literally like, hey, what's this in the corner over here? Okay, I'm gonna branch off this game and go do some other stuff. And next thing you know, you're sitting there playing a card game for a good like month and a half to get a summon, man. So like stuff like that is like really cool. So it literally almost like it's a huge game. I feel like Final Fantasy games were Pokemon games before Pokemon games came out. That's just me. So
yeah, I can see that. Speaking of Pokemon, unless Soul, if you got any more to touch on that.
We beat it with a dead horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you guys watch?
Pokemon Go. I play Pokemon Go. That's all I play. All I got.
I still play Pokemon Go, so I'm in that. But did anybody watch the Pokemon Presents?
I did when I wasn't on a call because work called, and I missed some of it. But I know that they have an open world Pokemon coming out.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting.
They do.
Yeah, to me, I think honestly, it's very early to tell. But I think a lot of the stuff, it's almost like Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild, like we said before. The Sword and Shield was the beta to what this is going to be. I think, you know what I mean? I'm interested to see more for sure.
Yeah.
They also got. Were you guys Pokemon Snap fans? Are you gonna play?
Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, I never played Pokemon games a day of my life. All right, I liked watching the TV show and I liked singing the songs, and that was it. But dog, Pokemon Snap, I was on that Pokemon Snap, bro. The Pokemon Snap was lit. That was fire. So yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Snap, 100%.
You would think as a
The fact that
photographer
Soul, the photographer over here,
is
he
not
not excited
excited
about
about
that
no
game
damn
makes me
Pokemon
mad
Snap.
because that game is straight photo mode all day.
That joint is doo doo to me.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Soul. I do think this one looks cute, and I would never, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't play it. But I would play it on stream.
No.
But I ain't paying $90 for it. No shot.
Is that how much it is? Is that how much it is?
That's well, like $79.99. I'm talking Canadian, right? But for us up here, us up here, Switch game brand new, $79.99. You know, no shot. I'm paying that for that. I told chat if they want to see me play it and they want to buy it and ship it here, all right. But
yeah,
I'm a person. I'm gonna put myself out there. I don't care. Like Pokemon characters, some of the Pokemon characters are incredibly cute, and they're very like.
My chat loves Pokemon Snap.
The way the game, like the way you were just on this cart, and like if you did certain things, they would react, and it's just the way it was. Like for me, I never had pets growing up. The only pet I ever had was like a hamster. Don't judge me. So I never really had like a dog or cat or anything like that. But to see like the game and see how like it lets you like throw things or like you do things and like it causes like a particular reaction.
Yeah.
And then and then when you think about it, like you're on this rail and like you look one way and you see these Pokemon, but like if you turn around at a certain point, like you would miss a shot of a rare Pokemon, like literally just coming out of nowhere. So it's like you literally have to like really pay attention to your surroundings and stuff. So it was just really of interest in a sense of just being almost like a rail shooter, but it was like it's literally a rail shooter when you think about it, but in a photo rail shooter. So that's really cool, actually. So
it might help some people learn how to, do photography. You know,
there you go.
Like certain shots and stuff like that. It was, I mean, it's
well, I like that. I think it's cool that they added like the editing and stuff like that in there. So they did add some neat stuff. It's just for the price and my low of interest, I don't know. I told the chat if they want me to play it, they can order it. But they did also. Yeah, there you go.
My fault. I think back in the day, I think they did do a thing where you could like take your save and like maybe go somewhere to like I think it was like a Pokemon type station or something.
Yeah.
And you could actually print out those photos.
Yeah. There's some of the Pokemon collectors have been buying them for their houses.
Yeah. It would be cool if they allowed you to take whatever you did in Pokemon Snap and take it back to the regular Pokemon game and like have it in your house or have a house where you can just store all that stuff. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Hey, that's stuff they could implement in the future for sure. That is definitely neat. What was I gonna say? What about the remakes? Well, I guess for J-Mor because he never played them. Did you play? Were you Diamond Pearl fan, Soul?
Not really. I mean, I guess it's okay because again, when you're ready for when you're feeding for some Pokemon, like, who doesn't like those two games? We had a friend of ours who was really hype about it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I don't mind Pokemon. I don't mind Pokemon. I'm just not a perpetual person that will sit there and try to catch all 100 plus Pokemon. Like I was fine with Red and Green, and like I was good with that, or Red and Blue. I was fine with that, but I don't know. I mean,
I wasn't never a portable kid.
Right.
I never like when Pokemon came out. I think I was working in a game store, and like I see them playing it, whatever. But I'm just like, yo, I can't get into it. And then I remember like Pokemon Stadium came out on 64, and I was like, oh great, I'll play
Pokemon
this.
Stadium.
And I was like, wait, the Pokemon don't fight each other for real like the cartoon? I just hit a button and they did something magically? That's what's happening? Oh, I'm not playing this. No, I'm good.
I love Pokemon Stadium.
Switch, I just couldn't get into it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to make a new Pokemon Stadium for Switch. That would be hype, I think. But
they need to. There's a lot of remakes they need to do for Switch. I'm still waiting for Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm kind of surprised that they haven't actually done something like that on the side, but I bet it's coming. I bet it's in the works. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, one of these days, right? Did you play the new Mario at all?
I do. I have it.
Do you?
About Galaxy? Not Galaxy.
No, the 3D Odyssey? World Bowser's Fury.
Oh no!
Oh,
funny story. My nephew just asked me for that today, and I just bought it for him. But no, I haven't played it.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't got to try it yet either.
3D World wasn't the strongest Mario. Like
No.
I remember playing it on Wii U, and I was just like, this is just really just the same game, but just 3 dimensional, and it's a lot. And I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. But I heard the Bowser Fury is like a combination of 3D World plus Super
Odyssey.
Mario Sunshine. So
Oh yeah.
I need to. For me, I'm in a backlog for Mario right now. I'm playing Super Mario 64 on my Switch right now.
Nice.
And then I'm going to end up playing Sunshine because I never really fully played Sunshine.
Me
So
neither, actually.
my goal is to play that.
Okay.
I don't want to get into Galaxy because Galaxy looks terrible. I just something about 3 dimensional spears and not an actual world just like makes me dizzy and makes me gag. So I don't know if I'll get into that, but I definitely am sleeping on. I literally have Odyssey for years, and I've yet to really go through Odyssey. So yeah.
You can get into the Mario 64 speedrunning world because you know that's
No
a
way,
whole
no
new-
shot, no shot. I, mean,
I-
I can
There's a
barely
whole
jump. I can
community.
barely jump in that game, man. You know how horrible that camera is. My God.
I want to, man. I actually have been really big on watching that lately. Like I've been
Miskif
watching.
is really good at it. Have you
He's
watching
been getting
Miskif?
he's been getting really good.
so much better.
I watch his roommate a lot too, simply because he's
Simply,
really
yeah.
good. He got one of the records. But I've also been watching Seer. I don't know if you know who Seer is. He's a
Seer,
big
yep,
art
Seer,
player
yep.
because he's more like the regular Joe, just getting into it, not that great, and that reminds me more of me. But it's I love it. I don't know. There's something
crazy.
about it. I like watching it. There's something, yeah. But yeah, moving on. We're gonna move on to a couple more meme topics here, meme questions, kind of like we did last week. I told Soul if he would like, he could share some as well. I actually don't have as many of those this week, but I still have a whole different section. That's what I was going to do. We'll do that. But I do
I love
have.
the paper shuffling. I love every time you.
I
like,
got,
you go through this- I bet you got a shuffling paper show. It's so great.
Oh yeah, well, you got to keep notes, right? Especially this is a smoking room, right? Halfway through, I don't even remember what happened at the beginning, right? So I mean, all right, I got one here for you. This one is spicy. And chat. I want everybody in the chat. I want you guys to participate on this one because this is gonna be hot. All right, who was your childhood cartoon / anime crush? You know,
That's easy for me.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
Yo, he
Easy
put it
for
up
me.
with crush. Yo, he put a crush on it.
Yeah, that's
for me.
right. That's right.
Hmm.
Now,
I
come on,
look,
Chad.
man.
Don't be
I
shy
gotta
because
look, bro.
wait. I gotta address something here. 1 sec. Don't be shy, Chad, because I know that every boy in this chat. Well, unless you're a Zoomer and you're too young for this, but if you're our age, everybody watched Sailor Moon. You didn't admit it, but you came home from school and you watched Sailor Moon and you go, damn, oh man, look at, like, you love that transformation scene. Don't lie, all right? Don't lie to me. All right.
Facts.
All right. Who was your cartoon / anime crush?
Cartoon. Can it be a video game character? Because that's where I go with mine.
That could be that too. Also, that goes for the girls too, because I know all you girls had a crush on Tuxedo Mask. Sorry, Saul. Go ahead.
They did, man. They did.
Heck,
For me,
I had a crush on him.
It was Tifa.
Oh,
Because I was on
okay.
Final Fantasy 7 so much.
Okay.
Tifa was Bae. Tifa
Yeah.
was Bae.
Yeah.
All day. I didn't like Aries. Like, you know, I wasn't mad. I was sad that when, like, that was one of the saddest death scenes as a kid growing up to see in a game.
Spoiler.
Sorry for those that haven't played it. But Bae wise, it was definitely Tifa that I can think about.
Give me one cartoon or anime one though too.
Cartoon
Come on.
anime.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's think about this. Hold on. I gotta think about this. Who did I so this is gonna date me too, because I used to watch Dragon Ball when it was on like at 6 or 5 or 6 in the morning.
Me too,
Back
man.
when I was a
Me
kid.
too.
So Chi-Chi.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, you said
Chi-Chi.
Chi, bro. I'm weak.
Oh.
Is it Chi-Chi or no? Boma. Sorry, Boma.
Bulma's the blue hair.
Boma, not Chi-Chi. Boma was it?
Yeah.
And then for
Hey,
the
Bulma's
for,
Bay for sure.
And Voltron had Princess. I think her name. I forget the princess's name. But the pink lion. Not the pink lion. What color was she? not blue. I forget what color she was.
Yellow.
But the princess that was on Voltron as well.
Oh, okay. Janosuke says, "Oh, Miss Bellum from
Bellum
Powerpuff Girls."
She thicker. Nah, man, you would say Dexter's mom too, boy.
Y'all wild, yo. Y'all wild boys out there, bro.
All right, J-Mor, let's hear where you at.
Man, I wasn't an anime kid like that, so I would have to say honestly, just what comes to mind. I would actually have to say Catwoman in Batman animated series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a good
like
pick.
as in looks, it was Catwoman. As in like just admire. I used to get so hyped when I see a female version of a superhero. So when I saw like Batgirl, I was like,
Okay.
oh, I didn't know that. So but no, I would say Catwoman all day. Catwoman. So I have to say this right because I'm a Batman aficionado. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is Batman the animated series, not the new Adventures Batman and Superman, because the animation changed.
Yeah.
Turned into a stick figure. But in the beginning, she was Catwoman, and she was legit. She was flies on the what. So yeah,
That's just like Poison Ivy.
Nah, Poison Ivy. You know what's crazy? They actually went very covered up when it came to Poison Ivy. They were mad, like trying to make sure that was covered up. But Catwoman had like a full on bodysuit, and it was like, yo, them curves are rolling. There's a lot of curves going on in this whole picture. So shoot. So yeah, I would say that. I was thinking April O'Neil, but I was like, nah, I didn't like that yellow. I didn't hit me with that yellow. That yellow wasn't. She always looked like a straight hobo. I was like, yo, get out of here. Nah, I won't feel an April O'Neil like that. But no, 100%. I'll probably say Catwoman, definitely.
All right. Good pick. All right, for me, Soul hit it pretty close there when he said Bulma. I mean, everyone, Bulma's beige, Bulma's the queen. But for me, it was all about Android 18, Dragon Ball Z. That's right.
Okay.
That blonde-haired android come down with that jean jacket. Oh, she's kicking Vegeta's ass. I mean, Vegeta's my man. So
she whooped that ass.
Oh yeah, she did. And I was just like,
she whooped that ass.
That might have been the start of some signs of some weird freaky shit going on. But I said, man, I don't know why, but I like watching her beat his ass. But yeah, Android 18. That was definitely, and also I mean, we all love Sailor Moon. As I said, that I probably had a crush on everybody in Sailor Moon, especially what's the one. I can't remember the names now. Is it Mars? That's the green
red one?
No, green. What's the green suit?
I think it's
green suit,
Saturn?
Black hair. Okay.
I'm on my range here.
Saturn?
Y'all talk, yo.
I think it was Saturn. It might have been Saturn. I like Mars, but I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about.
And maybe it was that one too. It's been so long, but what was I gonna say? Kagome and Inuyasha. Sorry, not Kagome, not Kagome. Why did I? What's the one with the boomerang?
I know you talk about. I can't remember her name.
She got the giant boomerang.
Yeah, she was Inuyasha. Inuyasha liked her back before he liked Kagome.
Yeah. No, not that one. The one that comes that likes maybe Tango or she ends up liking the dude with the hole in his hand.
Oh yeah.
And her brother, she was a demon hunter, and then her brother gets turned into a demon.
Y'all some D anime.
Oh yeah.
Kagome.
Yeah.
Kagome. That's all you heard the whole entire time.
Come on, we all know the best character in Inuyasha was Shippo. No, but no cap. One of my favorite guys actually that makes me laugh is and of course I forget his name now when I say it, but he's the little green guy that falls around I'm memeing, but he follows my actual favorite character, Shishomaru. He's the little green guy. Lord Shishomaru! And you better Jockin.
His name is Jockin.
Yeah. Lord Shishomaru. Oh, he was funny. Oh man, good times, good old days. Okay, what other ones did I get here? Okay, which anime character would you let date your sister? Last week, chat, we said wouldn't, but now I want to know which anime character
did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said in our podcast the next day?
Oh, that Vegeta was tight.
Who I said would I not let date my sister?
I forget who you said.
I said Aaron Yeager, yo. No, son,
Yeah.
that man got issues. No, wait, no,
I
wait.
t-
No, but
I tell you-
but this week I want to know who you would let.
I
Who
tell you
would
who
you
I'd
trust? Let's hear.
I'd let Goku date my sister if I had one.
Oh man, I don't know. Goku, I love Goku.
Why?
But he's kind
Why?
of dumb.
He is, but he would never be there, so I wouldn't have to worry about him.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
And if
That's
I
true.
really needed him, he'd come back and
Whoop some ass for you.
whoop some ass for me. But outside of that, he ain't never home. So
I mean, that's kind of a good pick because I was almost gonna say Vegeta realistically because I think he's just people don't realize, but he's that loyal. Like people,
is.
if you see Super or Battle of the Gods, my Bulma, that motherfucker, he's fighting for it, right?
right.
But
Yep. See, dude didn't even kiss Chi Chi at the wedding. See?
oh yeah, that's true.
See?
This is true.
Oh, we go.
See?
Chi-Chi's got to get him when he's asleep. If you ever watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they got some good
Yeah.
jokes about that.
They got some big, yeah.
There's a part. Actually, no, that's not even in Abridged. In Super, he says that Vegeta goes or Goku goes, "You gotta come train with me." He goes, "I can't. Bulma's gonna have the baby suit." And Goku goes, "What's that matter? I was never there when Goku or Gohan or Goten was born." And Vegeta just looks at him. He's like, "Ah, "You're a terrible father."
Never was there. Never.
Oh man, oh that's so funny. I'm trying to think though, because you're throwing around some Attack on Titan characters. I don't know if there's anybody in Attack on Titan that you'd really want to date your sister. That's kind of a tough
Levi.
one.
Levi. I'll
Levi-
let Levi
oh,
do it.
yeah.
I'll let Levi do it.
I like Levi, but I don't know if he's like that dude. You know what I mean? He's just going to war. You don't.
No BS, yo. He takes no BS, bro.
He
He
doesn't.
takes no BS.
He doesn't take no BS, but you don't want him tied down because then he's not the hardened warrior he is. Actually, you know who I would let date my sister from Attack on Titan? Sasha.
Oh, man.
Yo,
Oh,
she gonna
man.
do is eat your house, eat her
Yeah,
house
she
up,
is.
bro. She gonna eat her out of house at home, bro. Phrasing. But no, she's gonna eat, eat nothing but potatoes and everything. Nah,
Everything. Everything. Not
I
gonna have no
love
potatoes in the
Sasha,
crib.
dude. I love Sasha.
I think everybody loves Sasha.
I
man.
know.
She was good-hearted, man.
Which speaking of which, chat. You know what? It's been a couple weeks. Wait. Actually, no. Maybe not. How far?
Hold that. Hold
Yeah,
that.
okay,
nah,
yeah.
Hold that, bro. Hold
But
that. Bro.
other than that, yeah, I don't know, man. It'd be pretty tough. Actually, no, there is one other dude. You know who? I'll say it. The Fox Sin of Greed, Bond, baby, from the 7 Deadly Sins. That man is loyal. He goes to hell and back.
Yes.
He go
He
to
did.
hell and back.
I agree. Okay. I like that. He may be a jackass, but yes.
See,
Yeah.
a lot of anime. See,
dude.
I don't know if that's how that sins, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a
like
good
trash,
show.
bro.
Nah, man. Bond is the most loyal.
Yeah.
All I have is Tenya Ada.
Okay.
Ingenium, the dude with the glasses in My Hero Academia.
Okay.
The one who's the one who's the class president. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my
Okay.
dude 50 grand, yo. I
Oh,
trust that man.
the
I
dude
can
that runs
trust- I
really
trust
fast.
That man. Yeah, I trust that man. I trust that man all day.
I'll go with
Oh,
that
yeah.
too because he's voice acted by the same guy that does Okabe Rintru from Steins Gate, which is one of my favorites. So I automatically loved
Nice.
him right away. I was like, "That's Okabe."
Nice. Yeah, I like that dude. So yeah, I'll trust that dude with my sister all day.
Yeah. Yeah, Janosuke knows. Bond went through purgatory for his friends, son. True.
He did.
True.
He did.
Yeah. But yeah, all right. I got another little segment we're going to here after, unless Soul, if you got any that you want to share. Any
I got one. I was thinking about this, right? If you had to room with one anime character,
Ooh, that's a good
one
one.
video game character,
who's the
and
anime
one
characters?
cartoon
Hey,
character.
I
I said we give you all three. We give you the gamut.
Bet. Okay,
We
bet.
give you the gamut. So one anime, one cartoon, and one video game character. Who would you want to room with?
I got a room with all three of them.
Yeah, it's like one house, 3 room. It's four rooms. You having one, and the other 3 having one
Oh,
room.
yo, I gotta write this down. We gotta strategize this, son. We gotta talk about so many things. Hold on.
that's a good one. That's a good one. I gotta
Look,
save
look,
that
look.
for another one.
Well, run a commercial. Run a commercial.
I think I'm slow key ready. I think
Yeah,
I didn't think who.
you started
all right,
off.
bro.
All right,
That's a lot.
so Janosuke's probably gonna have to help me with names. But the first roommate would be the guy from what's the thing? pirate joint?
One Piece.
One Piece. The cook, Sanji.
Oh,
He would
okay.
be one roommate. He would be my anime roommate. My cartoon roommate would be Scrooge McDuck.
Of course you would do that. Of course you would do
Scrooge
that.
McDuck,
Of course you would do that.
I mean, my man's he stacked on stacked on stack, so I wouldn't have to worry about money.
He wouldn't even know with you, bro.
And then my cartoon. Video game. Video game would be I don't know the name of the dude who is the main character for this, but Driver, that guy. He would be my roommate, so that way he can just drive me everywhere. Bam.
Dude, me and this guy got a psychic connection or something, because out of the blue, randomly, like today, I was on I go on PlayStation with some of my old school friends from back in the day, and we were just talking about Driver randomly today too. Do you remember Driver? Like, it's such a random, because a lot of Zoomer kids nowadays won't even know what the fuck Driver is, dude.
Driver's that joint. Dog, I wouldn't be able to bring any woman in the house with Sanji. I mean, I'm gonna bring him a woman and me a woman, as long as that man can cook. I don't care.
That's true. That's true. That's good.
I don't care.
All right.
So we say anime, cartoon.
One anime, cartoon, and video game.
Oh, this is gonna be tough for me.
The cartoon one, I'm still literally sitting on when it comes to the cartoon one. I still gotta sit there for a little bit, because man, cartoon is a little rough. I'll try. I'll try some. Actually, I got it. I think I got it. All right. Anime, right? Anime first. Todoroki.
Okay.
All right. He brings the heat. He brings the cold. So he can't pay these bills. He good to go. And he comes from a legit family, so he got income. So he's good to go.
There you go.
Cartoon character. Bob from Reboot. I like Bob.
Oh, I almost was gonna pick that. I almost was gonna pick
my
that.
Boy 50 grand. Bob's my boy 50 grand all day. Bob can literally say, so and so, make this so and so.
Yeah.
I like that. Video game character, I don't know if they come as a pack, so I don't know if this counts or not. So it's either a twist between Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter. That's kind of my in between.
Okay.
So they kind of come in as a twofold a little bit.
Right.
So I don't know if that counts as a one person, but that would be the easiest thing for me, because like I said, I like pals. I like to be able to trust somebody. And then I like to be able to, they can fix stuff. So if there's something breaks down in the house, I don't got to worry about a repair person. They can just repair it. So there you go.
True.
There you go.
True.
All right, so now I'm gonna switch one here. I had an idea for my cartoon character, but I'm gonna switch him to my video game character, because he kind of could work for both.
Okay.
So my video game character is gonna be Spider-Man, because Peter Parker, the dude's neat as hell, he's smart as hell, and he ain't gonna be there half the time.
Well, he got no money, bro. He can't pay
Hey, that's all right. That's all right.
That's why you get Scrooge McDuck.
Real name, Struggle Man.
Sorry, no. That's my cartoon character. He was my video game character. That's my cartoon character. Because now my video.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta be this guy. Which Peter Parker from which cartoon? How about that?
90s.
The 90s one.
Okay. 90s Parker. Okay, I'll take that.
I base all of my Spider-Man knowledge off of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, because that is my all-time. Every day after school, I come home, I watch every episode of that. He fights Wolverine, he meets the X-Men, he meets up with the Punisher. Dude, there's an episode where he's with Blade. Like, it's the best. That is the original MCU.
Spider-Man. That's my Spider-Man Bible right there, son. That's the Spider-man Bible for me, yo. That's my point of reference right there. I like that. Thank you.
So my video game character would be Spyro, because how badass would it be to have a dragon in the house?
Lord.
And you would never have to worry about.
I mean, we could just
fires.
Yeah, we could like put some meat on a stick out there and have like a roast, right, or something. I mean, it could turn out bad. We might have to move a couple times and burning the house down by accident, or but anime character. Oh, this one is freaking hard, dude. Oh, honestly, the one I would almost want to pick the most, I don't think I can, because I already picked him for another topic. And I don't want to cheat, because I was going to say Bond, because A, he's a master thief. He can go steal all the rent money he needs, and he's a damn good cook. But he'd probably also be annoying as hell, getting drunk and like coming bugging you all the time, and be like, have a push-up contest or something stupid, right? That's how Bond rolls. So I'd have to go. Damn, man, that anime character as a roommate, because realistically, chat, most anime characters are not good roommates. Like almost none of them. Fuck. What's that you're cutting out there?
They kind of got in there, man. They kind of got some issues, though.
Yeah.
Piccolo, he would keep to himself. That's good. That's a good idea, Clomp.
That is a damn good pick, Clomp. Yeah, shit. Yeah, Piccolo would probably be like top tier. I was almost gonna go Vegeta, but then I was like Vegeta would keep to himself, but then like if you piss that dude off, like oh shit, and then like what happens? Like him and Goku are wrestling or something. They blow the living room up. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just. Shit, dude. I'm trying to think of like a more slice of life anime. Maybe, you know who? Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go with Okabe Rintaro from Steins Gate because that man's wacky as hell. So you'll always be up for a laugh. And I mean, if he figures out the time travel thing, you're in for one hell of an adventure, dude. Your life ain't gonna be boring. So
that's definitely not.
I'm gonna go Okabe Rintaro.
What's the anime called?
Steins Gate. If you haven't seen it, and that goes for everybody in the chat, watch it. It is literally one of the best animes ever. I swear by it. And there's a sequel part to it, Steins Gate 0. If you look it up online, there's kind of a complex way that you should watch them together, but I do suggest that you do it because it's an excellent story. But hey,
cool. I'm literally writing down these animes. So
yeah. It's a good one. It's about time travel and all the messed up shit that can happen with it, you know.
We do a. Can I? Oh, go ahead. My fault, man.
I was just gonna say the reason why I like it is it hits all levels. You laugh, you cry, you're surprised, you're terrified. It hits every emotion that it can.
That sounds legit. That sounds like a good anime right there. That's the equations for good animes right there.
Yeah,
I got that. Appreciate that. I got a bonus question for your question. Soul.
Okay.
Can we add a pet?
You can.
Can we do any? All right, I'll say any pet from anything. Like this bonus question: what pet from anything? Like it can be a cartoon, it can be a video game, or it can be an anime. It doesn't matter.
Oh, shit.
I just wanted to do pet, and I just say my pet would be Rathalos. There you go.
See, I would have said my pet would be like Drogon from Game of Thrones, but I already got a dragon in the house. I already picked Spyro. Damn.
Yeah, you have some competition going on.
I don't know about having a dragon altogether. You got like Rathalos in a house, bro. No shot. Your house ain't there. Your house ain't there, bro. Just imagine if you don't feed Rathalos.
True.
My man burning up your whole goddamn house.
Rathalos will probably eat up on somebody. Hey, put him down. Put him down.
Man, come in. Off. Gone. Now you going to court because you got your Rathalos.
We gotta talk about this. Your pet here keeps trying to hawk down everybody. Keeps coming through here. Like, hey, I don't know what you want to say, man.
I'm already going to tell you who my pet is going to be. It would be Snoopy.
Okay, that's a good pick.
Okay.
I got
Snoopy.
I got my pet. Crap. Clomp or somebody in the chat, help me with this. My pet
Sif from Dark Souls 1
is the dog. I'm gonna look it up. Let me see. I want to say this right.
Oh, I guess okay. That's a good one, Janosuke. That's a lit ass dog.
That Big A Wolf. I know he goes
Okay.
Big A Wolf.
No,
bro.
Oh, I should pick a big wolf because I'm Dirty Wolf. Yeah. Mine would be Ghost. There you go. Is that his name? Ghost, the white wolf there in Game of Thrones. But no, honestly, as much as it should be Ghost, you know who I was gonna pick other than Ghost was his name's Hayate. And that's the dog. If you guys remember, anybody watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Oh my!
Hawk's dog. Remember Hawk's dog?
Yeah.
The sniper lady, her dog. That dog is badass. Hayate, go, dude. That dog is sick.
Yeah, that's it. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this show now. I didn't know. The only dog things I keep hearing about with Full Metal Alchemist is because of Janosuke. But now that I've seen this dog, okay, I need to watch the show now.
Oh yeah, no. It's not that dog. It took me a bit there. Yeah, no.
I was like, what? And then I looked it up. I said, oh, okay.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is one of my top animes as well. I love that.
You hear dog and you instantly think about once.
Man, y'all messed me up with that. Y'all messed me up with that, yo.
Yeah.
I'll agree. The first time I watched that, there's certain scenes of certain shows and movies in my life. I watch it, and it's usually those scenes, you know, that word that rhymes with grape, chat. Any scene like that usually does it to me. But that scene in Full Metal, the first time I saw it, I was just like, oh no, shot, dude, that's bad.
I'm looking up these animals as Chad's putting them in.
Yeah, what's Diamond Dog?
Yo, Clump said Diamond Dog. Ooh, that is clean. I like that, yo.
What is that?
That is awesome. In Metal Gear Solid 5, you could you find a dog, you find a random dog, and you can recruit him as your actual dog, like your companion. Your companion as you're going out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Your companion is like an actual dog with a knife.
Oh, nice. Oh, I see him.
He can stealth kill. He can slit throats. Yeah. Like he was lit. Yo, that dog was clean, man.
That's pretty
He
dope.
got an eye patch in his joint that I watched. I'm looking at.
All right. So I want to know what was everybody's #1 show as a kid? We did the anime crush as a kid, but what was your #1 show as a kid?
Like any show or like what? Like is it?
Could be cartoon, anime, whatever. Like just when you were, but let's say before high school when you're younger.
There
like
you go.
that.
All right, cool. Oh man, I don't know, man, because mine sit between. I sit between Darkwing Duck and Power Rangers.
Yeah,
so,
you can go 2 if you need to.
All right, it's Darkwing Duck or Power Rangers because those are the definitions of my childhood.
Or we'll say 3. You can pick 3 if you want. I think that's actually
we
fair.
want to do 3? Bet I got 3 all day, man. I got Darkwing Duck, Batman the animated series, and Power Rangers. That literally defines my cartoons as a child all day.
Nice.
For me, Power Rangers, of course. I would say X-Men, the animated series.
Oh yeah.
And then DuckTales.
DuckTales is great. Yeah. All right, that's good picks. Those are all good picks. I want to pick X-Men kind of like Soul, but for me, Spider-Man, like I loved X-Men, but for some reason Spider-Man outweighed it just a little bit. A little bit. So it's going to be Spider-Man, and then my other 2, I'm going to go animes, and it's going to be Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Like I'm just going to package them together, basically. Let's say, because that was just... I remember like watching that. Like I remember seeing a little bit. Dragon Ball's a bit harder because I was so young. I remember seeing a bit of it, and then I remember like being a little bit older and seeing Dragon Ball Z, starting it off. It was like episode 1. I go, oh, I remember seeing Goku as a kid. Oh, wait, he's got a brother now. Oh, Piccolo, look at that, shooting holes through each other. Damn. Oh, now they're on Namek. Oh, he's going Super Saiyan. That shit was unreal. I remember sitting in my room as a kid, and I'm standing up, charging up with Goku. I want to go Super Saiyan, man. I'm going to go to school tomorrow and beat some kid's ass. Let's go.
Yes.
I love that shit. I loved it.
It was the thrill of having to wait to the next episode.
Oh.
You go talk to your boys at school and talk about it's the recap.
It was hype.
What happened?
I think that was like the beginning of hype. That's where hype originated, chat. And then the other one, honestly, was Gundam Wing. It was kind of the same thing. I caught it late night, and I remember going, dude, this is like kind of like Transformers, but in space, and the characters, Hiro Yui is just so badass, man. I love that when your kid, that first episode, she's crying. She's like, oh, come to my birthday. It's like, I'll fucking kill you. Like,
that's when you know real.
To this day, like, I still want to go back and look at that because I don't know any of those references at all. And it's like, man, I need to see what the anime is about.
Man. I was trying to make that one of my alert, like sound clips. I need somebody who's good at editing. I want that whole thing flowing with the audio in there. Oh man, I want that bit.
My man was, and then they brought out the movie, The Endless Waltz, and they had the upgraded Oh my god. Anyways,
and those toys that went with it, I bought into it because those Gundams were sick, man. We had a bunch of them, me and my brother.
Toonami, man.
Oh yeah,
Toonami was new age. Toonami was new age cartoons.
Like,
that was the next step with cartoons. Like for me, growing up, it's always Saturday morning cartoons. But daggone, freaking Toonami created like the more afternoon cartoons for me as a teenager.
Yeah.
Fact.
Thank you for that sub, Cali girl in here. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're enjoying the show. But yeah, man, it's like there was a lot of great cartoons too. Don't get me wrong. Like we brought up Reboot before. Reboot was classic. I don't even want to talk about how they tried to reboot and the terribleness of that. Oh gosh, but those two, like Dragon Ball Z and then Gundam Wing, even though it was short lived, it was just so impactful. And ever since then, like. I don't care. My chat people in real life, they chirp me all the time. I loved Transformers when they came out. Not the last two. Beast Wars. Beast Wars was another one all the time.
Beast Wars, bro.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars, son.
I
never liked Transformers a day in my life. But the moment I saw Beast Wars, I was like, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, I was more on. I watched Beast Wars before I watched Transformers for sure. Yeah. And just all that shit. Anything with big giant mechs, I was in it. I liked it. And then like Evangelion, stuff like that. Like
Evangelion,
big giant robots beating the shit out of each other, and stuff in space. Because that's why I liked Gundam Wing, I think, so much, because it was like big robots, like Evangelion or Transformers, but they're also in space. So it was like Star Wars Transformers. Two of my, it was just dope. But the
old school Macross back in the day when the airplanes used to transform into the big robots.
Yeah, Macross. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I don't know. Again, cut me off whenever you're out of time there, Soul. But I got another segment we can go and do if you want, or it's up to you.
Sure.
Okay. So, if anybody's been watching my stream lately, you guys know I've been really into this YouTube thing we've been doing called Death Battle, where they pit two of your favorite characters against each other. They go over all the stats, all the facts. We're just gonna do a speed run of it here tonight. Between us and the chat.
I've never looked at them. I never looked at them with so much in depth until I saw your stream, Dirty Wolf.
Yeah.
And I literally saw that one with Berserker versus Nightmare. Yo, that educated me, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm educated about this.
They did a really good job on
okay.
Yeah, they do. Wow, they do a great job. Some of their ones are. I've called them out a couple times, saying, "Nah, I don't think so." It seems biased to me, but like their Goku versus Superman one, nah, no shot. Maybe round one, because it was when they've done it a few times now, and they've been going for like 10 years. Their first Goku versus Superman was like 9 years ago, so maybe back then, because Goku only went to like Super Saiyan 3 then. Okay, but now he's got Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan God, no shot. Superman's done. Sorry, it's just how it goes. But I got a few, and if you want, like, we'll start off with the ones I got, and if there's a few that you guys want to throw out after, like if you think of them while we're doing these ones, go for it. But I want to hear what the chat thinks, and we're not gonna bust down all the stats. Nothing. We're just gonna think who we think would win, and we're gonna start it off with.
Oh, do anime. Anime.
Oh no, this one ain't anime. This one's more comic book. There is some anime ones in here, but this is a big one. We got the immortal Deadpool, the Joker. Motherfucker's got the healing ability, more even faster than Wolverine, versus the Nightmare Spawn, straight back from hell.
That's a hard one.
I don't. Those are two characters that I know little about, but I don't know. I don't read their comic books. But if I had to say who, I'm just gonna go for the guy who breaks fourth walls. I mean, literally, what else can you do for there? My man can literally stop. The whole entire fight. Go watch he will prepare for the fight by literally watching everything about Spawn. So there you go. I mean, that's just literally right there. So I don't know. I have to say Deadpool.
Yeah, I really don't know how to kill Spawn though. So
Spawn can die if he uses all of his. I'm pretty ripped right now. Hillsy, thank you so much for that host, and welcome all the Hillsy's crew. Thank you. What I forget what they call it, but like the necroplasm or something. He does have like a magical source, so as he's healing, he's using it up. And he can use it all, and he doesn't necessarily die. He just goes back to hell, because the thing with Spawn is he already dead. He is walking dead. He's just in a badass suit, right? So which is living and has a name that I can't remember right at this moment because it's a crazy name. It's like something of the 8th name of the house of whatever. Like it's crazy. This magical the cowl, but yeah, I think it's fair to I would also probably go Deadpool as much as I love Spawn, because just Deadpool, everybody's done everything to him and not been able to kill him.
Yeah, he hasn't died. There's no way. They chopped the man's head off and he still talks. So.
I think that they could literally microwave every single one of his cells so that none of them existed, and somewhere on a toilet seat would be one of his sperms that would regenerate back into himself. You know what I mean? This
he went deep thought.
True though. That's true.
Right? You know what I mean? He's just he'd break that fourth wall and just be like, "Hey, surprise! I'm here, man. Dirty Kleenex, Deadpool. We're back."
I feel like he just go and just go shoot Todd McFarlane in the head, and boom, there you go, no more Spawn. So
yeah,
that's how I feel like he'll do.
They just keep fighting until eventually Spawn would use up his magic, and then even if Spawn was able to drag him to hell, Deadpool has survived hell and slept with Lady Death herself. So, I mean, yeah.
Deadpool high key can just be like, "Yo, player, how do I whoop this guy's ass?"
True.
Say it wasn't Marvel. Marvel.
True. Yeah, that's. I think we're all in agreement. There's Deadpool.
Yeah.
Now I got a close one. Now this one might be a quick one because this one's more for me. Because I don't think, or maybe J-Mor's been in it a little bit, but this one is Kratos versus Guts from Berserk.
I don't know, man. You killed it with it. When I saw that Berserk thing, man, that dude is OD.
Oh, yes, he is. He fights demon gods on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. For those that don't know, I'm going to give a quick backstory. Guts he is a mortal man. It is true. But this man, he was born of a corpse into darkness, into a band of mercenaries, and trained his entire life with nothing than a sword bigger than himself, always to just fight to live and just live. Even when he wanted to die, he couldn't. Wolves are chasing him down, and this man still, as a little boy, still had to cut up the wolves and survive. And after that, now he wears the brand of sacrifice on his neck, which means every night when the sun falls, demons from the 4th dimension come out and attack him, and he has to fight them. He's killed so many demons with his sword that his sword now exists in both the physical realm and the ethereal realm, meaning that he can actually slice through a ghost. This man has fought anything that you can think of, because in Berserk, all the demons that exist in Berserk are created through the nightmares of people. When you have a nightmare at night and dream of a demon, that demon now exists in the 4th dimension or whatever. So that's what Guts is fighting night after night, and has fought the gods of these demons and still yet somehow survived.
I gotta jump in here because you piping Berserker up. Berserker is ridiculous.
But we all know Kratos. That's the only reason I didn't go on Kratos.
Let me give you the Kratos.
He badass as hell. All
right. This man was literally getting ready to kill himself, bro. That man was literally getting ready to kill himself. This man is mad, nothing but heartache after heartache. That man wears the skin of his family because he killed them, son. He killed this girl and he killed this daggone daughter, son. That man wears the skin. That man's white because the ashes. He's wearing the ashes of him, son. That man literally got killed by a god. Killed by a god. Went all the way from Hades and back to literally go become a god himself again and go kill the daggone head god, man.
That's
Come
true.
On. Then he goes into a whole nother god universe and go fight their gods, yo. Come on, bro.
All I'm gonna say though is true. It's true, and Kratos is badass. That's why I pitted these two against each other, because I thought it was a good matchup.
I might have to throw a spoiler. If you don't want to hear anything about God of War, please leave. Please leave right now. My man birthed Loki. I'm done. I quit. Bro. I quit. That's it.
The one thing I'll say though, when it comes to pain and despair, nothing beats Guts, who is missing one eye. His one eye is poked out by a demon, but he says all he sees in that eye is the last image that it saw, which was his best friend betraying him, turning into a demon god, and raping the woman that he loved in front of him, while all of his friends died. So this man knows despair. That's all I'm going to say about despair. But yeah, that's why I thought this would be a good battle, because both these guys, they've seen the worst things you could ever see, and they've fought some of the most badass things you could ever imagine. So it's a battle to the death.
Kratos wakes up, right? He wakes up from sleeping with so many women, right? My man will wake up wanting to put lotion on his skin because he feels ashy, but then he has to remember that that's the ashes of his family, bro.
It's true. It's true.
I'm weak.
All right. Honestly, for me, it's I almost like can't even like pick a winner because it's so like it's really tough. I think like Klomp said, in the end, Kratos probably almost prevails because he did kill Zeus. Mind you, Guts did kill a sea god, the god of the sea. But, you know, that's a story for another day. But I think in the end, because this is how I think Kratos wins. It's because for Guts to exert the amount of power that he would need to kill Kratos, he'd have to don the Berserker armor, which the Berserker armor drains your life force. And I think Kratos would fight him until his life force was done.
Gone.
Kratos fought Zeus with nothing but a skirt on, bro.
It's true. It's true. But he ain't mortal like Guts. Guts needs a little backup with the armor now. Come on.
Kratos is not even immortal. Kratos just literally took mad L's. He took
It's true.
ridiculous amount of L's.
He's crawled out of hell every game.
We see that man die at least 2 times in the whole series of his games, and that man is still coming back, yo. That man is killed almost reality by killing all those gods, man. Like you say Berserker killed a sea god, but Kratos literally killed the dago Poseidon character within like maybe the first 5 minutes of a game, yo.
It's true. It's true.
Man. That man treated him as if he was cannon fodder, son.
That's why I said I think in the end Kratos would take it, but I think that would be the battle.
It'd be a fight. It'd be a fight. Oh, it'd be a ridiculous fight.
I'd love to see them do that on Death Battle. Everybody in our community should just go spam and be like, do it, just so we can get them to draw out the animation.
That'd be long.
Because those little animations they do are pretty good.
Those fools would die of exhaustion.
It would.
It will be crazy. I thought too, because both their stories are so, you know what I mean, so much pain. It would be good.
Yeah.
Now I got one that's interesting. Okay. Now, Giant Man, so Ant-Man, but in his Giant Man form. Okay, versus the Iron Giant.
I lack the Iron Giant information. Okay, Iron Giant did not feel. I don't. Iron Giant was made by 20th Century Fox, right? Wasn't it? Like, or DreamWorks? I don't know which one, but it wasn't made by Disney, so I didn't feel that. I wasn't feeling Iron Giant, bro. So I'm not the guy who likes Iron Giant. Don't look at me. Don't look at me weird. I have to say, Giant Man. I'll have to say just him. Wait, who is Giant Man? Wait, who is Giant Man? Is it
Ant-Man?
No. Is it
Scott Lang or Hank Pym?
Yes, it's Scott Lang or Hank Pym. Yeah, there you go.
It could go either. Well, it'd have to be Scott. Well, yeah, I guess in the comic book, Hank Pym does do it too. It doesn't matter to me. I didn't even think into that. That team is with Giant versus Giant.
Yeah, I think Ant-Man or Giant Man.
If it's Scott Lang, nah, I'm choosing Iron Giant all day. I know Iron Giant got an evil mode, and he goes and wreck shop. I know he does that, but I don't know the extent of the rest of his powers. I feel like he's a big giant softie, so I don't know. Right. That's what I think.
I'm gonna pick the underdog Iron Giant just because he's iron, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. Giant Man's got the upper hand. He's got more probably better like tactics, right? He's like actually trained in fighting and shit.
Right.
But if Iron Giant gets him down and gets that ground and pound, it's done. It's done.
Yeah, you're right.
I just feel like Giant Man can get bigger. That's the thing, because
he possibly could. He possibly could, right?
He just will keep expanding and expanding.
I don't know though. He has kind of like a limit, right? But he always likes to break his limits.
He has a limit, but I feel like he'll like push that limit to see what he can do against something. So that's what I feel.
You think the Iron Giant? I mean, Iron Giant has a bunch of alien guns in him. I mean, it could possibly be well.
That's true.
Stuart Little versus Ant-Man. I mean, that would be a good fight too.
No shots.
Nah,
Stuart Little.
I'm calling Stuart Little on that one, son. I'm going to
Still
a
let
little
him
man.
give the hand,
That little
bro.
dude was ingenious, son.
All right, I got Solid Snake versus James Bond.
Solid Snake, man, all day.
Solid Snake. Wait,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out of here. Get out of here with that James Bond.
We'll speed that. We'll speed run that one. Now this one, actually, this one I think in my mind's a speed run as well. R2D2 versus BB-8.
I'm weak. Yo, you don't get out of here with that BB-8. Roll that joint down the hill, son.
I like
that
BB-8 though.
I like BB-8 too.
BB-8, son.
I like BB-8
No.
though.
No.
I do too.
Nah,
But
son.
R2
R2D2
gonna
will
be
walk
R2.
up on him. R2D2 will walk up on him, straight shock him, and then he'll kick him. Yo, get out of here, son.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. R2D2 just needs more action. Although BB-8, he's pretty smart. He gets that walker at the one point. You know.
How many times you seen BB-8 get wrecked? How
A lot
many
of
times
times,
you seen R2D2 get wrecked?
Yeah, it's
Like,
true. And then
you
get
know
put
what I'm
back
saying?
together.
Story.
You know
True
what I mean?
story.
R2D2 literally just get like mad wrecked, but he still comes back rolling. Yo.
He's a war veteran.
He
You
is.
know what I'm saying? But
He is.
yeah, he's literally the oldest character in Star Wars. Actually,
He
when you
is.
think about it for a minute, like he's been there for a good minute compared
It's
to
true.
anybody else. So nah. R2D2 all day over BB-8. Bump BB-8. BB-8 is cute, but that's it. That's all he got. He just got cute.
Facts. Okay.
That man wasn't a look. That man wasn't a clutch in a war battle.
He wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
He was not.
R2D2 was clutch, yo.
All right, this one right here is the fight of the century, though. Okay, you ready? Are you guys ready? Chat, are you guys ready? This one is Jar Jar Binks versus Dirty Wolf. Go.
Wow. Jar Jar Binks versus Dirty Wolf. I would have to
I
give
don't
it
know,
to Jar Jar Binks, man.
I'm giving it to Jar Jar
Yeah.
Binks, bro. You're
Same. Same.
I
dealing with that.
I think Jar Jar Binks is playing dumb, bro. I think he's actually the Sith Lord.
It's
No,
true.
you might
The way
be
he
right.
whipped that
You're right.
grenade off his foot, everyone thought, this is coincidence. He's like, nah, this is strategy. They call it
There's
the
a whole
Pepega strategy.
There's a whole backstory on
Oh,
that.
yeah. Jar Jar will slap the shit out of you, Klopp
The
says.
Sith Lord, man.
That's true. That's true. I'll take the L on that
Either
one.
that or he'll make you just say, you know what, done. I'm just gonna DQ. I'm just gonna DQ. I'm done. I don't
Yeah.
We'll talk you to death.
My strategy would just be to like try and get him like baked enough to not fight me.
That's true.
This next one though, we did actually do on Death Battle, and a lot of people kind of were chirping it and had issue with it. So I want to know. Well, I mean, there was a couple like that, but this one specifically, I want to know what you guys think, and I want to go Broly versus the Hulk. Now, to be specific, I'm gonna talk canon Broly. I know not everybody likes. We could do. We could.
I walk out of here.
We could do a quick one on that. What you guys think on that of canon Broly versus the old school Broly, but I want to do canon Broly versus the Hulk.
I got nothing on Canon Broly. Canon Broly is irrelevant.
Ah, man,
Canon
I just
Broly,
don't
in my
think-
opinion, Canon Broly was weak. As far as what I have seen, I don't, I never watched the old joints like that. But as far as what I've seen, Canon Broly. Oh wait, we said old school Broly, right? So non-canon Broly,
No,
right?
Yeah. Are we talking the black hair Broly?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one that-
So the canon Broly is the Broly.
That's
Sorry,
Super.
is
Canon
in
Broly
the
is
movie.
Super.
Yeah, from the movie. The non-canon Broly is the OG Broly, which is just the mindless cockroach
Are we talking
Broly.
about OG Broly or Canon Broly?
Black hair Broly, the one from Super
Yeah.
movie.
Super
Oh, we're
movie.
talking about my boy. Oh, you're talking about my boy.
But if you want, you can weigh in because I don't think we've ever had this debate, me and Soul either. What what Broly you prefer?
Oh, I mean, you know me. I was in your chat when I was watching that. Oh, freaking Canon Broly all day, son. That's just me. I love Canon Broly, son. OG Broly
Facts.
looks like to me where, again, the whole story is that he doesn't like the way Kakarot was screaming as a baby. That's
Yeah.
literally it. That's trash for me. So
Yeah.
like he literally only gets hype when he turns into like the mode. Freaking Canon Broly was dealing dirt was in dirt from the time he was a
Yeah.
kid, yo.
He actually
man
had
was-
character.
Yo, him and his followers stranded on a planet, and my man was eating just nothing but like just scraps that was in the planet, man. And then my man had a pet. My man had a pet, yo. And
Yep.
he got killed by the fathers, but he wore the skirt. He wore the fur of the friend, bro. That is so. Yo, My man had a horrible history, yo. So Broly, nah, man. Cannon Broly is nasty, man. Cannon Broly don't even have to turn Super Saiyan to whoop you, dog.
It's true.
He don't. He's literally eating. He's eating every single ability that you throwing at him. He's nasty. He's so nasty. So nah.
That's true.
My man had the power of literally an ape. He had the power of an ape before he even turned Super Saiyan. So you remember when someone turns into an ape in freaking Dragon Ball, they're nasty, man. Like when Vegeta turned into an ape and fought against Goku.
Oh, yeah.
If it wasn't for what's his name?
Yajirobe.
If it wasn't for my man slicing his tail, Goku would have been done, yo.
Yeah.
True.
That would have been it. So
Facts.
nah, 100%. So the power of a monkey, and he done it, and then freaking Broly don't even have to turn monkey.
Right.
No, I feel like Broly all day, man. I just feel like he has a absorbing power source, and it's just keeping it higher.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he lacks the control. He 100% lacks control, but at the same time, I just feel like he eats damage. He just eats damage. That's what he does.
He hasn't even reached his maximum potential
Right.
yet.
Right, exactly.
And if you think about it, when if you look back to the Avengers movie, when Hulk got beat up by Thanos, he didn't want to come out no more.
No,
Yo,
true.
We still say that. We still say that, yo. We don't care what no one say, yo.
My
He
man got
scared
beat.
as I don't know
His
what,
ass
yo. He
got beat.
scared.
I love Hulk, and I think it would be a really good fight. Like
Yeah.
overall, if Hulk wasn't scared, it'd be a really good fight. But I don't know. It's hard for me. It's hard for me. I don't know.
Despite the stuff we saw in that versus battle, like
Right.
even though we saw ridiculous stuff about Hulk,
Yeah.
the fact that like he can like grow, I didn't know he can grow back crap. I was like, wait, what? I didn't know that. I mean the gamma energy is ridiculous and everything. I just the fact that he doesn't get stronger, it's just more so he just absorbs, he just takes in a lot, but he doesn't get stronger. Broly is the one that's literally getting stronger, and you think about the fact that Broly only hit Super Saiyan maybe level 2, not even like, I mean, if you had to say a range, but he doesn't hit nowhere far that. He just literally Berserker Saiyan.
Yeah.
Berserker Saiyans are just ridiculous in power. Imagine if that character literally learned about how to control his powers, and then he literally was getting to the point where he could get to
Super Saiyan
heck,
Blue.
not even Super Saiyan Blue, just Super Saiyan God. Heck,
Yeah.
just Super Saiyan God. If he could get to Super Saiyan God, yo, that man would be nasty.
True.
So no, I would have to say Broly all day. Broly learns how he fights based on what he gets into. So if he was fighting against Hulk, he would literally learn everything and literally just be trying to like go ham back and forth, because that's literally all Saiyans do. Saiyans get stronger every time they get whooped. When they get whooped, they just come right back nasty. So that's literally Broly all day. So no, I say Broly all day. Cannon Broly is fire.
Now that whole conversation, all I'm thinking is, what if Broly went the Goku joint?
Ultra Instinct?
Ultra Instinct.
Oh, we're done.
Ultra
The whole
Instinct
planet's
Broly. I need
done.
somebody to draw
The
that.
whole
I
planet's
would love
done.
to see that.
That'd
The
be
whole
cool.
planet is done. That's oh my god. I don't even. You know what's funny? As much as that looks so fire, that actually would be technically impossible, because to get Ultra Instinct level, you got to be in a mad focused mindset. Your
Yeah.
mentality has to be so to the point where like almost like Ryu's power of nothingness. You literally have to be in just a total state, or just be like, I don't have to fight. I don't need to fight. So like, I don't think Broly will get that level. I don't think Broly will get that level. Super Saiyan God Blue, heck yeah. But Ultra Instinct, nah. Goku barely got to that level. It took Goku like at least three modes in the freaking
Well,
tournament of power to get to that
Goku
level.
can only get there before everybody else because he's so dumb. Because it's like, oh, you have to be thinking of nothing.
Right.
Well, that's pretty easy when you're a Papega like Goku.
Yeah.
As much as I love
Right,
Goku, we all
it
know
works.
he a
It works
dumbass.
for his character. It works for his character so
Oh, yeah.
good. So yeah, I mean, that's why Goku is the way Goku, and that's why even Vegeta said it. Vegeta said it the way he acts and the way he is about fighting, because of the fact that he loves fighting so much. That's why he's so gobsmacked and strong. That's why he's nasty like that. So, but if Broly, I feel like Broly could get really, really high, but I don't think he can get Ultra Instinct. No. So,
No.
but still, and as far as the talk between Broly and Hulk, I'm sorry, I'm talking it up. Broly whooping Hulk. That's just me, man.
I
That's just
think
me
so
all day.
too. Okay.
Hulk nasty, but Hulk ain't that nasty. No way.
All right.
Hulk is still Banner. Look, Hulk is still Banner. Now,
I
if you said Red Hulk, I might have to say Red Hulk, maybe. But I don't know. That's just me. Red Hulk is totally different, man. Red Hulk is literally built on rage, man. That is Gamma plus rage, yo.
Yeah,
So that's a whole nother situation there. So
yeah. But all right, so next one. This is a bit more of a broader one, but this is just a preference. This isn't like a death battle. We're just going. This is my final one, and then if you guys got any you want to throw out there or whatever, what's better? Chat. I want to chat. You guys got to chime in on this one. What is it? Naruto or DBZ? And when I say DBZ, slap them all in there, right? Like it's the maybe not GT, but Dragon Ball in general.
He said maybe not GT.
Unless you really like it, there is some GT fans
There's some
out
people
there.
who love GT, and I just like, okay, all right.
It's weird. The GT was weird, but anyways, it's hard because Naruto had such a good storyline in both. Like I like Naruto's storyline, but I like DBZ's and just Supers. I like the action from that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Not saying that Naruto did not have the action, because it did, and. If I had to pick, though, it would probably be Naruto because I have to have a mixture of both. And as much as I love DBZ for the fighting and the action and the transformations, the storyline behind Naruto is a good.
Yeah.
I don't watch Naruto, so there you go. That I'm automatically out of this whole talk.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I can't get into Naruto. Every time I try to watch it, it's like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I love Saiyans. I love the storyline of Saiyans. I love how they literally just keep fighting. They keep fighting, and I feel like they match. They're cancers all day. Freaking Saiyans are cancers all day. So I love just the whole storyline around them. So I would definitely say for me, I just like Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Well, the other thing about Dragon Ball, I think, and I'm not saying Naruto doesn't do this, it probably does, because a lot of the older animes do. And this is why I always preach to, I'm like, bro, if I have kids, they're not sitting on YouTube Kids all day, no shot. They're watching Dragon Ball, Bugs Bunny, shit. Because Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, it's in there. There is a lot of good, just life lessons to learn, like morals and shit like that. Like the whole story of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is Goku, who's strong as fuck, sticking up for the people that can't defend themselves and trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think there's a lot of lessons in there, like hidden in there. It's entertaining as hell. Now, again, yeah, maybe this question might not be as fair because I honestly kind of thought that both of you were going to say Naruto, so I was going to be battling the other side. For me, though, it's not. It's not. For me, it's unfair advantage because again, I grew up just watching DBZ and I missed out on Naruto. Now, what I will say though is I do want to one day hopefully try to push through and get in there because I know as it goes on, I'll like it more. But I know because Dragon Ball's kind of like that too. The earlier seasons, it's really young. It's a little dated now, but if you have the nostalgia of it, it's sick. But if you're just trying to get into it, it's a little tougher. But because I know I got friends like Soul as well that I had a buddy that me and him were both heavy into Dragon Ball. We started playing. There was a Dragon Ball Super card game come out a couple of years ago. We were opening that shit up, playing that like all these guys do with Pokemon. I still got stacks of that shit, but he even still was like, I love Dragon Ball, but Naruto's you gotta watch Naruto. They swear by it, right? The people that are in it. So I wish that I did experience it like that. I missed out on it. Yeah, for me, I gotta go DB.
I missed out on it in terms of when it was in its prime. And I mean, now it's like Boruto or whatever, and it's I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm always the dude that's stays up all night on Saturday nights, and so Toonami be showing animes, and so literally randomly at 2:30 they got Naruto on, and they're like, yo, I don't know what's going on right now. So everybody is just fire, and everybody got daggone nine tails and everything.
It's about gangs, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
It's about gangs, baby. Hidden Leaf.
I do hear about Rock Lee a lot. Rock Lee is that man. I'm interested about Rock Lee.
That man got hands for days.
That
joint, bro.
Now, if either of you guys want to propose any death battles or anything like that, go ahead, shoot them out.
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's about stream time for me. So
okay, all right.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys go, but first of all, I want to thank everybody in the chat. You guys for tuning in, and everybody that came from Souls and or J-Mor's camp. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you for all the follows and the subs. But everybody in the chat, please get some hearts and some claps in chat for both Soul and J-Mor from the Unskripted podcast and from their own respective streams. Everybody, there we go. Thank you guys so much for coming on and having a great chat. And yes, bringing in the anniversary with us. Hope you guys streams go good tonight. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That is your anniversary. Hold on, let me do this. You can keep going. You can keep going.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on. Again, yeah, join us anytime. Yeah, Soul knows he's here all the time. He's the resident co-host. And J-Mor, you have to come back sometime. We'll have to get sleep. We'll get the whole Unskripted crew. But yeah, give me a minute, chat. Stick around. I'm gonna link all their stuff here in the chat. I gotta type it out. But I'm gonna put the links in the chat. So make sure that you guys go follow both SoulUnskripted and J-Mor